Hey, you're listening to the punk rock demonstration with me, Jack, and we're at the Galaxy Theater with the Aggrolites now. And you can check out the website at punkrockdemo.com. Hello, what's your name?
I'm Brian Dixon. I play rhythm guitar for the Aggrolites.
Aggrolites. So how did the name Aggrolites come out?
Aggro is like a slang term from the 60s. It's like short for aggravation or aggravating. And it was used in Jamaican music from the late 60s to describe some of the bands and some of the producers' music at the time, to be described as tough street music. Kind of like modern day equivalent would be like dope or cool or something. You know, they'd say, oh man, that band's aggro. And it also, people would describe it for tough people too. You know, oh, don't mess with that guy, he's aggro. So it's kind of a word that's synonymous with late 60s reggae, which is what we play. So we took that, and Lights is like a soul band kind of name thing. So it's just Aggrolites. It has to do with the music we play. It's late 60s reggae, but with heavy American soul influence.
So why reggae?
Oh, we just love Jamaican music. We've all been playing in various genres of Jamaican music for years, and we decided to go for this band to just stick with playing specifically Jamaican music from 1969 to 1971. Just the music that was made in that specific era, as opposed to just playing kind of ska or rock steady or something, or rock with some reggae influence. We decided to go specifically with this one era because it's never really been played before. And so we thought that was what was kind of interesting and appealing, as opposed, we love all the other, dance hall and ska and stuff. We played that before in other bands, but we decided we're going to focus on this one genre because it's this one era, rather, because it was so unique to any other band playing Jamaican music.
So are you guys originally from California, or are you on tour?
Yeah, we're from Los Angeles.
So do you have any new records coming out?
We just had our second album come out May 9th of this year on Hellcat Records, and we're going to start writing a new album this November, which hopefully come out next May in 2007.
Is that the one with the logo with an animal of some sort?
Right. It's a red cover, and it's got a lioness on the cover.
Why did you pick that cover art to be on that cover?
Right. I mean, it seemed a little unusual going with that kind of a cover, that kind of a hard cover for a reggae band. But what's really important to us is try to break the preconceived notions of what people think of as reggae. Most people think of reggae, think like this Bob Marley, hippie, pot-smoking stuff. And you know what? It's way deeper than that. That's just, that was like what Bob Marley did during a very short era before he died. But, the stuff he did before that, and everybody else in Jamaica, was really, really heavy music. And it wasn't this, just this laid-back hippie stuff, And we're trying to just break down what people think of what reggae is. It's not just, some hippie, laid-back stuff.
We're not expecting to hear, some music you can, fall asleep to, right?
Right. I hope not. But maybe you could. It's just, it has more to do. We're playing, the music we play is totally 100% legit reggae from that era. But it's just the whole imagery of the band where we don't look, none of us are, one of the questions that we always get, if we say, yeah, we're in a reggae band, they say, oh, I bet you guys smoke a lot of weed. Well, maybe some of the guys do, maybe some of the guys don't. I've got friends that don't even listen to reggae that do that. That has nothing to do with the music itself in Jamaica. And or they're like, oh, well, do you have any black guys in the band? Well, no, not anymore. Our old drummer was black, but it's not about black or white, your color, if you have dreadlocks. That's not what reggae is about. It's way deeper music than that to us.
Yeah, it's funny how people stereotype music. People think I'm white or something because I listen to punk rock or something like that. And and if you're not black, then you shouldn't be listening to something other than rap or something like that.
Right.
And it's interesting, but people are like that.
Right.
In a typical show, are there anything, or do you get any strange responses to that since you do play reggae and you're not Jamaican or whatever they call it?
Yeah, I think at our shows, after people have seen us, they're kind of shocked. And they're like, wow, that you guys look the greatest one ever. This guy, when we were touring in France, one time this guy came up to us after the show, and he's like, I can't believe it. You guys look like a New York City hardcore band, like Sick of It All, playing reggae. Because we jump around on stage. I mean, we just totally get into it. And it's great. Like, after the shows, people aren't like, oh, well, you know, pretty good for white guys or whatever. No, they're just like, wow, that was a great show. And it was reggae. So it's not, you know, the whole, even thoughts of dreadlocks, they don't even think about that anymore.
So what goes into putting together a song?
Well, what we do is we don't try to actually, we're playing music from this one particular era, but we don't copy any specific band. What we do is we try to take the concepts that the original Jamaican musicians used and incorporate that into our writing. So back then, there were no bands. It was just session musicians and producers. What they do is they'd have a producer would book a session one day, hire a band, just some random, not a band, but some random musicians from his area, and then bring in like 5 or 6 singers, and they would just knock out like, I mean, it was ridiculous. They'd knock out 20, 30 songs in a day. And these were like ghetto, just like self-taught street guys. A lot of kids from the hills in the country that would move out to the big city. And so what we'll try to do is we just try to jam out the songs like the musicians back then did. So everything's like just done off the cuff live. We'll literally get together and we'll hit record on the tape machine, and someone will, you know, call out a key, like, okay, A flat, and we'll just all start playing some groove in A flat until we lock into something, and we record it instantly, and then that's the song. Then we try to write lyrics on top of it later on, like a lot of the Jamaicans did.
So you start out with the music and then you put the lyrics in there?
Right, and it's all improv. And a lot of the songs on both albums were all improv in the studio. So literally we were in the recording studio, recording our album, and we'd just be like, okay, someone call out a chord. And someone would be like, oh, B. So we just start jamming on B, and after about 30 seconds, we lock into a groove, and then we just record it right there. So some of the songs on the new album have only been played literally once, ever. And and a few of the songs we couldn't even try to reproduce after, like later we tried to learn the songs that we jammed in the studio. We couldn't do it. So some of them have never been played live.
So what are some of the songs that can be played live?
Most of them. But there was just a few like gems that were on both records that we just never were able to capture what we were feeling at that moment on that day in the studio playing together as a band, and it was just never quite the same. We could do it, but it was just, we just didn't feel it was honest.
So what songs do you plan on playing tonight?
We're going to be playing like Mr. Misery from the new album, Countryman Fiddle from the new album, which is that our singer Jesse wrote, and we'll be playing a few covers that a lot of the fans love, classic like old school reggae songs.
Mr. Misery, what does that song mean? It's like one of my favorites, but I've never been able to figure out what the meaning behind it is.
It was actually written about a guy that our singer used to work for, and he was his old boss, and he'd come to work every day, and his boss was so bitter and so angry, and he'd just bring everybody down, and it was just, you couldn't even talk to the guy. And so that's what Mr. Misery is about, and all of our songs are about people that we know, or things that are happening to us at that moment. We never try to be preachy or try to change people's lives or anything. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's not for us. For us, it's just about the music and what's happening that day.
Okay, so let's take a listen to Mr. Misery, and we'll be back in a sec.
Oh
Okay, we're back. That was Mr. Misery by the Aggrolites. I heard you guys were going on tour. What tour is this, and who are you touring with?
We've been on tour all summer, but we're just been back for about 2 weeks, and we're leaving for a 2-week run through the Southwest. And then we have 10 days off, and we go for a 6-week tour of Europe.
Do you guys practice during tour, or do you just hang out at the clubs, or what do you do?
A lot of hanging out, a lot of sitting around, no practicing, just having fun hanging out with each other. It's like a nonstop party. So Europe's going to be crazy. Six-week party.
Sightseeing and everything?
Yeah, when we can. That's always a plus. Going to, we're in Germany, going to take a day off, go see some castles and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Have you guys ever played in Europe?
We've done 2 European tours so far, and this will be our 3rd one.
Playing shows in Europe and in the U.S., do you see any difference in what happens at a concert?
Yeah, the Europeans seem a little bit more open-minded just to everything in general. I mean, I love playing in the United States as well, but it's just like a different animal. Like in the United States, it's almost like you have to kind of impress the audience first before they can really decide if they like you, then they get into you, which is actually respect. Where the Europeans just kind of go nuts for everything. It's kind of, they're both kind of cool in a way, because in Europe, it's going to be a party every night. In the United States, you got to earn it. And so they're both kind of cool.
So it's like you can be this horrible band in Europe or something like that, and you can seem like you're like awesome or something like that.
I think that people, oh yeah, we're huge in Japan, Well, you wear some goofy looking thing and they like you,
So do you guys have a website where people can find your music or anything like that?
Yeah, you can check out our MySpace, The Aggrolites, or theaggrolites.com.
So do you have anything else you want to talk about?
Come out to our show, man. Listen to some reggae. It's going to be good. It's going to be 2007 is going to be great for us, I think. So we're looking forward to it.
And why do you say that?
We're going to have another album out, and now that we've toured the U.S., we're looking forward to the next one being even better, and we're doing a 4th European tour in December. So just lots of touring, getting the dirty sound of aggro reggae out there.
Cool. You were listening to the punk rock demonstration with me, Jack, and you can check out the website at punkrockdemo.com.
Message that can set that